Brighton 4, Tottenham 2, and the North London team wameonyeshwa ile kitu. Maze ni kubaya hii league, maze usicheze. This league, you mess around, you might just get shown things. I will start with the first comment. Joao Pedro owns Emerson. Guys, also on TikTok Live. Everyone here on TikTok Live was there the entire game. Actually, both games. So we actually watched both games together. Anyway, Brighton beat Tottenham 4-2, and this game started off crazy. Like, I was actually quite surprised with how well Brighton were defending, because Brighton are yet to keep, the only team in the Premier League yet to keep a clean sheet. And up until like the 73rd minute, I was actually quite sure that they're going to maintain, and not concede a goal. Tottenham actually started the better of the two teams, and then after 5 minutes, Brighton just got two big chances, and Welbeck had both chances. First one was amazing play by Joao Pedro on the wing, straight to Welbeck. Then Welbeck, Vicario saved the shot. Then the second one also was another one that came from the other side, where Buonanotte and Pedro are linking up well. Like, the movement those two have with Welbs is insane. And yeah, like they were just creating chances. From there on, we did not see Tottenham again until like the 82nd minute. Then a few minutes after that, Joao Pedro gets the ball on the left, and then he fakes that he's about to cross, and the person that makes this goal is Milner. If you guys watch Milner's movement, Milner anakamtopo katikati ya like that left half space. Actually, the beginning, hatukuwa tunajua Milner anacheza side gani. Milner alikuwa tu ule msee. Dia anasema mental health ya Richarlison inaharibu game yake. Spurs kupigwa ni kawaida, Mr. Loverboy amesema. So Milner makes that run like in between the winger and the center back, and it opens up everything. And then Joao Pedro, he starts running across, and you're like, where is he going? And he just keeps going, anakata kila mtu. So by the time he gets to the middle of the park, and people are like, oh, umse anaenda karibu na D2, they collapse on him. He removes a ball straight to Hinchelwood. Hinchelwood is like a young boy, number 41, who just is also a center back. But that finish was insane, because Vicario ni kama alikuwa expect achape right ama left. Akachapa tu straight juu yake. 1-0. And then after 20 minutes, all I could see Brighton on the sharper side. They were just winning all the 50-50s in the middle of the park. Like, they were just not giving Tottenham room to breathe. And normally, again, this is something Keenan said in the live. Shout out to Keenan. Keenan alikuwa anasema, these guys are so insistent on playing from the back. Like, yes, it's in their DNA, but inafika point lenye unafaa kuwa smart kiasi. And I think in the first half, they were a bit smart. Kama iko na work, they were trying to kick it long. Second half, sijui nini imeingia kwa kilo. Wamefunga bao 4, wakaanza kuchizi kiasi. The one time they had a scary moment in the first half is when Van Heke was, I don't know what he was trying at the back, akasleep, akapatia na ball. Then it went to Son, but then I think it was Buonanotte who came and tackled. Then 23 minutes in, clear penalty. Kulusevski, my guy, what are you doing? Msana anaenda kuchapa ball, alafu unamvuta tu vizuri, alafu unafanya hivi nikao jaona. Kwani hiyo mask yako imekuzuia macho? Msana amevaa mask, yani nikaa taoni, alafu anafanya hivi ref, it wasn't me. Maze tumekuona. You pulled the guy clearly. Wells was pulled. Penalty went to Joao Pedro, akamwaga keeper, amepeleka Vicario Navas. Alafu 31st minute, Milner is just coming off the wing. Like, Milner was causing so much havoc. Coming off the wing, his shot came off the post, and then actually, that's when the commentator said Milner had not scored a Premier League goal in 4 years, which is actually wild to think about. By the way, Milner is one of 45 players in the world to have played 1,000 games. I read that stat today. I was like, that's actually insane. To play 1,000 games. Ronaldo na Messi wako hapo hivyo pia. And then Buonanotte he scored a goal as well 10 minutes before halftime, but it was ruled offside. But at this point, Spurs were just looking like they were on the ropes. They walikuwa tu wako hivyo. Son alikuwa ready kurudi South Korea. Sasa kuna Asian Cup inakam karibu. Emerson alipelekwa kununua sapa. United amesema ndovu imeanguka. Wewe mazetu kwa game ya Tottenham, acha kelele. Then that's how the first half ended. We were at 2-0. Then second half, it was just a bit of back and forth, like just trying to. No one really dominated the game for that period, up until Estupiñan came on, the man who was the darling of FPL. Akaumia wasaka mtoa, but now he's back. Straight from a corner. Milner takes the corner, inaenda straight to Estupiñan. Estupiñan just doesn't even do anything. He just stands and shoots, and it goes in. And I'm just like, guys, surely this is Form 3 defending from a Premier League team. You guys were actually playing like you're not even serious. Richarlison akona mental problems in a ribu game yake. Dia umeshasema hiyo. So alikuwa ready. So at that point, I was like, these guys are not up for this game, and I was sure that at least Brighton are winning this game. That at that point, I was sure, And then a few minutes later, they win another penalty, clear as day. It was a foul, and João Pedro just slots it in, and actually amemwaga kipa tena, amepelekwa kununua sapa kama kawaida vile umesema. What do you think of Tottenham? Yeah, insert SH up there. And one thing I've seen with Dezebi does not never want to see any penalties. Kila soka chapa penalty angalele side ingine anapinduka. But yeah, Dunk. Then Dunk just does some dumbness. Decides this thing for playing from the back. Then he kicks it straight to a Tottenham player. Who robbed him? I think it was it was Kulusevski who robbed him, goes to Son. Son crosses, and who scored the goal? Why am I forgetting? Damn. Who scored Tottenham's first goal? What's the comment section? Anyway, yeah, then Tottenham are back 4-1. This is like 80-something minute, right? We're like, no problem. It's still 4-1. We're good. Few minutes later, Pedro Porro gets a free kick on the wing. Cross, and he gets who scored that second goal for? Why am I forgetting these things? Wase si Munisaidie. But yeah, the second goal goes in, and then us FPL fans, now we're happy. We're like, guys, we actually have Son and Pedro Porro, who we have in our FPL teams. People who were like, hey, ni kubaya, mazoma chapa 4-0, hakuna kitu nenda kufanyika hapa. And we both get an assist. Yes, Davies gets a header on the back post. Thank you so much, Mr. Loverboy, for the alley-oop. Yeah, Davies got the second. And then for the first one, it is some kid called Veliz. Oh, Mr. Loverboy Pialitama Veliz. I didn't know what he was talking about. So yeah, that kid Veliz is the one who scored the first goal after Son's assist. Second one was Ben Davies. And that was 85th minute. There were 9 minutes added. So they had to play another 9 plus 5 minutes, 14 minutes of just stressful football. And this is a game that will have just killed off quite easily, So they finally managed to do it, and the game ended 4-2. But for Spurs, things are looking rather bleak because in January, they are losing Son to the Asian Championship. They're losing Papsa to AFCON. They're losing Bissouma to AFCON. Kulusevski was Alikanyagwa, but he got up, but it looked a bit nasty. So if it's an ankle sprain, those things you can play with when adrenaline is high. But when you come down and then do MRIs, they find that it's a bigger deal than normal. They already don't have Van de Ven. They already don't have Maddison, even though he'll be back soon. Richarlison is looking shaky, like someone who you can't really trust. Give him back-to-back those 3-4 days, Yeah, so they're losing quite a bit of players through injury, to injury and to AFCON and to Asian Cup. So it's going to be a crazy month for Tottenham, and it will be interesting to see how they do. As for Brighton, they just keep finding these gems. Hinchelwood, I don't know where he came from. Buonanotte, well, we saw Buonanotte at the end of last year and coming into this season as well. They just keep finding gems from nowhere, and these are the people Chelsea are going to buy for 100 million. But yeah, great win for Brighton. Tottenham back to the drawing board. I don't know what they can do now. You just have to do your best and hopefully make some signings in January. But yeah, that was an impressive win by Brighton. Before I sign out, any comments from the comment section from the TikTok live crew? I'm not seeing any. And yeah, that's our recap for Brighton versus Tottenham. Ended 4-2.